flash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the Old Horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Cavaliers, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Buckeyes will kick it away to start. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Virginia Cavaliers offense has the ball first today. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Just those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game. But when they believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay in the schedule, you're going backwards, you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over. That's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Cavaliers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement.
Breaks into the open. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal. Because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's St. Clair. They're setting up the screen. Makes a man miss. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Got it set up on the outside. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Cavaliers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They're working that left side. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Finds his big tight end.
Well, they caught the defense off guard with that play right there. Here they are in field goal range. It's 3rd and short. You know, the odds say it's going to be a run. Instead, they throw it. They get a big play now setting up 1st and goal.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. He cannot get it in, a mere inches away from pay dirt.
And this was looking like such a promising opening drive of the game. They had it down close. They tried to run the ball there on 3rd down, didn't get it. So now's decision time for the head coach. Do you want to pay this thing off and go for it, get aggressive here, trying to capitalize to score a tutty on the first drive of the game?
So Ohio State's offense has the ball for the first time. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Catch in the middle, it's Porter. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. The Buckeyes have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Looking to pass, it's Sayin. It's complete on the right side. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw again. Snagged out of the air. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Headed to the end zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Buckeyes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he added the extra point. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds the tight end. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the rush will get to him at the 25. That type of pressure on the quarterback, that's vintage Ohio State. Right in keeping with the legacy that's been established by the Buckeye D.
Yeah, and you take pride in that. You own that legacy with all those guys you see performing at a high level in the NFL. Man, you see that, you want to go get it, recruiting guys to fit those profiles. That's why Ohio State always has a good defensive line.
Back to pass, it's St. Clair. Fires to the big fella. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these 2 quarterbacks as we look at the stats. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Pulls it and fires to the left. And the Cavaliers get enough for the 1st down.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The Cavaliers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. Makes a man miss. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts, as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart, and he's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. That last play, not what they had in mind, and they've got a long way to go to get it close to the goal line to pick up a first down. Looking to throw, it's St. Clair. Oh, they're after him. He wants it all. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. And here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He got it. That'll bring him to within 4. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Michigan found a way to pull out a victory. It wasn't vintage maize and blue football. Those folks in the big house won't remember this one forever, but they will remember it was a W. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Gives it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's got it down the right side. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. Might as well try to punch them while they're reeling. You get one huge play to set it up. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 40. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Right on the money. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. 3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. The give to the tailback. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. And they decide to trot out the kicker. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. Now up by 7 points here in the 2nd.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it. Runs ahead and powers his way from 4 yards out to the 30.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Got his man quickly. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And it's caught inside the 15.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play. And you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Cavaliers! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the 2nd half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the 1st half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the 2nd half.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Power football with the run. He has the 1st and still on his feet. He moves the chains and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And the Buckeyes want to move quickly. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The offense will have to use its 1st time out of the half. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Keeps it on the bootleg. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got it in stride inside the 20. He's got it inside the 10. Mark him out of bounds at the 9-yard line.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
Into the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the 2nd half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the 1st half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
With the catch, it's Vaughn. They bring him down, but not before he gets a 1st down at the 35.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that 1st.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. To the air, it's St. Clair. Setting up the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a 1st down. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads it left. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Oh, it goes right through his hands. He had everything set up on the screen except the catch. It'll be third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And the Cavaliers will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And they'll just down it right there. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. These corners backing off a bit. They'll give it to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today.
The Cavaliers will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. Makes it past the marker. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. First down for this offense. Wide receiver going in motion. The receiver on the jet sweep. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield. It's Sayin. Makes the catch. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Got him downfield. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. The Buckeyes are on the move. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Grabbed in the middle. It's Roberts. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they got it down to the 23. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Off play action. Quickly complete. Guided out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 14.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Grab near the marker. It's LeBlanc. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Yeah, I love the little play-action fake. You get inside the 5, you're thinking run as a defense, come up, be physical, and they slip those guys right behind you, throw it over the top of you. Man, those are tough to defend. Nice little play action by this offense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score. And turning it on! And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone. And they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And these balls thrown way down the field. This is a lot of times when you see those pass interference, receivers adjusting the ball and DB's not. This time you could tell the defender did a great job understanding where the ball was going, got his hand on it, made sure the receiver couldn't make the play.
Caught close to the marker. It's Harrison. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. First down, 10 yards to go. Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. Firing to the right, complete. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up second and 5, third and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Down to the 23 for this first and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Second down, he'll throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Harrison. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Grab near the sticks. It's Courtney. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this Noid. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Virginia. They'll try to tack one more on their score.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. Wants to throw. It's Sayin. Flips it out in the flat. Makes one man miss. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And the Buckeyes will move the sticks with the first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. The Buckeyes can really attack on this second and short. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
He's looking to throw on third and short. Intercepted. That is just what this defense needed. Got room on the return. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Cavaliers. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got it. And a little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake. Grabbed over the middle. It's Roberts. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his second catch of the game.
He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
Looking to throw, it's Sayed. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Hand off to the fullback. They stop him in his tracks, tried to sneak that fullback loose, and nothing doing. Sometimes you try to fool the defense with the fullback. Not fooled there.
Well, you better block for him. Goodness gracious, that's supposed to be a quick hitter, get me a few short yards, and there was nowhere to hit it. They just got hit in the backfield. And
fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Line getting set on 2nd down. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Harrison. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. They had a little extra time to dial something up this 3rd down play. Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. Just a short pass to the tight end. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort. Getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on it for a massive fumble recovery.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Well, the offense is trying to get aggressive. They're trying to hit the corner route, but it's better coverage on the back end by the defense, knocking that one away.
Motion from the wide receiver. On the ground, it's White. Nice move there.
And Tony coaches this week, that's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got a lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. They'll run the screen. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get into those critical points, they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder...
And it's caught! Touchdown, Buckeyes! With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
A good start by this offense. Something positive on the first play of the drive is good. Listen, the hill is large, right? Like this, we need 2 scores. We got to have 2 touchdowns to get back in this game. We've got to be aggressive. We've got to take shots, but obviously not put the football at risk.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Sampson. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Flips it out on the screen. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And the Cavaliers will hustle to the line.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
The Cavaliers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's brought down. A short return, and the defense comes out on top with a pick.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. Wide receiver comes in motion. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a 3rd and long. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
He'll haul it in right around the logo. And the returner is stopped. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to find another play. It'll be third down.
Well, this situation in the game, trailing with not a lot of time left, I understand going to the sideline and trying to save clock, but you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. Don't be afraid to use those. You can attack the middle of the field, use the timeouts to save the clock that way.
Third down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out, get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. Fourth down now upcoming.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. The screen, watch out. He will not get it. A fourth down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Grabbed behind the line, it's Smith. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They're dealing with a second and long. He'll pull it on the read. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Let's see what call they have on third and long from the 28. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Buckeyes send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Let's see what he can do with it. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Finds his man. It's Sampson. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Wants to go up top on first down. Rushes on him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, honestly. After that incompletion, now setting up third down. You still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Ohio State. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win. Game is essentially over right now, and you wonder if it's really necessary to jack up the score like this.
It might not be necessary, but it won't be forgotten. I can tell you that, because coaches, they don't forget things like this. Late in games, you want to run the score, hit that extra touchdown. I'll get the chance in the future to do this back to you. I like it. Just keep it in the back of your mind.
Got the back over the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Here's a throw downfield late. And it's picked off for the third time today. Trying to take it back. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that